when you order one of these WeatherTech kits, it'll come with the instructions. The front doors came with this tool. I actually didn't use it. This one did come in handy for the rear, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. So it comes with two rear, 2 front, and it comes with 4 of these clips. These clips, you use 2 on each side on the rears. And I'll show you how to put those in. But first thing we gotta do is clean it. Towels, get them wet. I'm not even using cleaner or anything, I'm just using water and just running it along inside the channel on both doors. Get those cleaned up, and then we'll start putting them in. Alright, so we're gonna do the back one first because it's the more difficult of the two, if you ask me. It's not hard, but it's more difficult than the front. We have to install these metal clips and the weather stripping on the top. What you have to do on these is let's see if I can show this to you guys. Hang on. I don't know if I can do this. And let's see. Actually, there is 2 layers of weather stripping. You got your first one here, which it is easy to slide the clips into, but that's not the right way to do it. You reach back in here a little further, and there's a second weather strip. And we have to get this clip see, it's going to go in with this curved part towards the outside of the vehicle. So we got to stick that into the back of that second weather strip back there, and then push this up into the channel. You're going to do it about 3 or so inches, 3 to 4 inches from the front. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just pull that second strip down, and you can use the tool to help push the clip up. It's a little bit of a struggle, but it's possible. All right. You gotta be careful not to hurt your outside weather strip too. You don't want to damage that. Problem is, you have this, let's see if I can show you, this little bitty piece of rubber right here that wraps up and around your door. And this has got to slide behind it. What it's doing is it's catching on it and pushing up in there. So you gotta get this in there and still leave that rubber. It's hard to see. Sorry, I don't have a lot of light there, but there's a little rubber piece there. So I'm trying to get it shoved in between that, because that's still got to be on the outside or it won't be watertight. So you got to get it shoved all the way up in there. For some reason this one's giving me problems. Don't know why. The other side went in pretty easily. Oh, I broke my tool. That sucks. I only used it for one side. Working on the second one, I already broke the plastic tool. So apparently I need to be careful with these things. Not very strong. Dang it. Well, hopefully you don't break your tool like I just did. And I gotta pull that weather stripping down without a hook. There we go. Should just pop up in there for some reason. Mine's giving me problems on this side. On the other side slid right in there, of course. I gotta show you guys how to do this, and it doesn't want to work right. Alright, let's try the back. Lost my tool. There it is. Try to get this one in. Same thing, 3 or 4 inches from the side. Gotta get it behind that second weather strip. See, that one went in perfect. Slip popped right up in there, no problem. Let's try moving it to a different spot, see if that helps. Not really. This doesn't seem to be wanting to fit in there right. There it went. Okay. Apparently I got it hung on that back of the clip. I got it hung instead of it going all the way down into the groove. It was caught. That's why it didn't go in very easy. So let's see here. Where's my light? Alright, so I need a better camera. So you got that little rubber piece right there on the outside. It went up. Fits the channel where the window goes. Like I said, remember there's two. You got the first lip of weather stripping, and then there's a second lip of weather stripping back there, and it's got to be behind that. Alright, my lighting's horrible today. So there you go. One on the front, one on the back. Take all your stickers off. There was this green sticker on the back and then this on the front. They come off pretty easy, don't leave any residue. That's nice. Alright, if you didn't already know, this curve part, see, this is almost a 90-degree, and this has got more of a curve to it that will go to the back. Now what we have to do is we have to slide this in between the clip and this outer weather stripping. So these clips you put in, it's going to go in between right there. So these clips will be on the inside. They'll be holding this and grabbing it right along that edge right there when you get it fully installed. So it's not too hard. It's a little scary sometimes because it is plastic. You're always afraid of breaking it, but it's fairly flexible, even though you don't have to flex it too much. You start with the back side. Slide the front up. What you gotta do is you gotta pull it out and get those clips behind it. So what I'm gonna do, so I got this side. Okay, there we go. Now what we're gonna do is you gotta pull this down, and you'll see that metal clip. Sorry, I don't have the right lighting. Dang, I can't see it. So this has got to go and push back on that clip. I don't know if you saw that or not. See, it's behind it, and this is going to go in between it and that outer weather stripping. Slide right up in there. So and you got to take it and you push it all the way up. Make sure it didn't pull down, or grab a hold of that and pull it like there. There we go. Wiggle it around, pull it up, pull it up and down a little bit. And make sure it's shoved all the way up in there. I'm moving it back and forth to loosen the rubber strip because it's grabbing it and trying to push it up into the channel. Just wiggling it back and forth a little bit allows it to free it up and go back to its normal position. Kind of jealous. There's a lot of people out on their motorcycles today. So there it is. Let's see if I can show you. don't know if you'll be able to see this, but hopefully you can. See the clips on the back side, and it caught on that little lip on the deflector. Rain guard, whatever you're calling it. So, metal clip on the inside. Make sure it looks like it isn't up tight, but it is. There's a little, like, I don't know, a little bit of the flat part all the way around the whole outside edge. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. So let's roll up the window. Okay, when you get here, you need to just be careful and kind of just bump it up. Make sure, there we go. Sucked it up all the way. And there you go. You want to leave your window up for at least 24 hours. I'm going to go for 48 without rolling them down, 2 days. And it helps everything just seat in properly, nice and tight, and get settled where it's supposed to be. Make sure your window's up tight, and you're done with the back. All right, here we go. For the front, fairly easy. You got to flex these a lot more than you do the back, so it might be slightly intimidating. But first thing you do, this has a little piece of like rubber, soft plastic rubber kind of piece right here, but that sits on top of your seal right here. Just take it, start to slide it in there. What you got to do is get that slid in there. You got to pull it just enough to get that in there. Now you have to work your way around. You have same thing on this window. You have a little piece of rubber right there that wraps up and around the door, and you got to get this tucked in behind it. So it starts to, it kind of catches that rubber, but you got to pull it down far enough. It doesn't let you, see how much I'm flexing this thing. It can move. You got the flexibility to do this. So don't be afraid, but be careful. Take that and pull it down. Let that other stripping come out. Bam, there it goes. And that's it. Just make sure it's up tight. It's pretty tight on its own. Oh, sorry about that. But it can really only go into one place. Just saying, it sits on top. The flat part does. And that piece of little like rubber plastic, don't pull that off. Leave it on there. It's like it's protection, so it doesn't cut into your factory weather stripping. You got it all tucked up in there. Still got your outside rubber curling around, so it's still sealed. It's pushed up tight. There you go. I think that's it. That's a little bit of a tight fit. I ain't gonna lie. I gave it a little bit less room, but I think it's the way it's got to be when you're using these. I think we're good to go. And that's it. Leave your windows up 24 or 48 hours, something like that. And you're good to go. Makes it look better. And now I can crack my windows. It's summer and it gets up 90 to 100 degrees around here right now. I don't know what the humidity is, but it's ridiculous too. there you go. That's all there is to it. It's not really that hard. Just take your time. Hardest part was putting those metal clips in this on the back. But a little bit of work in it, a little bit of pushing, you get it in there. All right, guys, have fun.